What's going on, world? It's your boy Kuya P. This is the NRW Nerds Rule the World, and I'm back with my brother from another mother, the cat that levels me up, Mr. Glenn Lawrence. How are you, sir?
What's going on, brova?
I'm good, man. Good times. Life is blessed, man. A lot of craziness going on. Our love to Heather, who couldn't make it this week. She's got a lot of homework. Y'all know she's trying to get that other degree on. So our love to her. But man, what's been up to you, man? It's been, I think, yeah, you missed the week before last because you've been laying it down. I know you got a amazing show coming up on the 11th that I wish I could be there for. How is that? What else is going on in your world, bro?
Story District, man. Story District on the 11th at Miracle Theater. It's going to be a good time. I'll be telling some interesting story about my life. Other than that, and then once that is done, I'll probably be getting back on stage, doing a bunch of mics and starting to pick back up shows. Just that, and watching some interesting things.
What you been watching? Anything good, bad, ugly?
I thought to myself that I should go ahead and catch up. Well, actually, what happened was I watched The Last of Us, and then from watching that, I needed a post-apocalyptic fix, and I never finished Walking Dead. So I finished Walking Dead, I'm starting to finish Walking Dead. I actually have the very last episode tonight, so the series finale tonight. So that's what I've been watching. I'm actually at a loss. I'm like, what's going on with the writers? What did they switched it up all of a sudden? But
did they go like worse, bad? What would you say on that? They went ugly.
It fell off, man. It fell off for me after a certain character got killed expeditiously. I didn't like that. And I kind of stopped watching after that season, but I picked it back up, and now I'm like, why did I pick this back up? But now it's like a labor of love. I've already like 8-9 seasons
you invested into it.
I might as well finish these last 2 seasons and see how it all ended. But now I'm there. I'm at the very last episode. I'm gonna see how it ended tonight. So that should be interesting. Other than that, not too much going on.
Any other bright spots of Beyond the Bad, or was it just a lot of time invested into that?
There's just been I've been literally powering through, trying to get through like 5 episodes.
Wow,
a day. That's a lot. That's a lot of. You just notice certain things when you're watching a lot of The Walking Dead. Like they always have to start every episode. They have to show a zombie just so you remember it's The Walking Dead. The rest of the episode is about them like baking cookies or some shit, but they have to show a zombie at the beginning and a zombie at the end, just so you know that it's like The Walking Dead.
Hilarious.
But I don't think I just that, and then watching the NCAA tournament. I feel like
how's your picks been, man? How's your picks been?
I didn't make no picks, and I'm glad I didn't, because this year has been quite booty. I'm just watching. I don't think I see any NBA talent this crop of this crop of NCAA stars, or quote unquote stars. I just don't. None of them seem NBA ready. All of them seem like kids. They kind of all seem like they need a little bit of D League time or something like that. But
that actually reminds me. Fun. That actually reminds me, in regards to the sports ball, that I haven't been following basketball like that in a minute, so that doesn't surprise me. The league has changed, but that reminds me that I had to ask you about, because I'm about my Niners. We're I think we're getting drafts. It's draft time going on right now, but we recently had a pickup off of your Eagles, bro. What you think about that, man? We picked off. I forgot who the player was. We picked off the Eagles.
You got a Javon Hargrave. I mean, there's
what you think about
it's
that?
Fine. He it'll be interesting to see how he opens up the defensive line for the Niners, but
you've been tracking. I
have been.
We let go of Garoppolo. I think we let him to the Raiders.
But Niners don't have a quarterback. They don't know who they're going to be playing at quarterback.
We got a lot of prospects. We got Purdy and Lance, bro. So we got.
You know what they say? If you have more than one quarterback, you don't have any.
Oh Lord. But how you feel about your Eagles right now with pickups or anything in this?
I feel great, man. They plugged the holes with.
They got a lot of love right now with us. They're like, okay.
They plug some holes. So I think going into the draft, into the end of free agency and next season, I think they're really ready to compete again. So it's all a matter of Jalen Hurts. Hurts is going to put it on his shoulders.
Okay.
As he goes, the team goes, and last year he stepped it up. I was worried that first year, but now I'm like, okay. But I feel like I have to hate on him a little bit because that's the fuel, and I'm just trying to fuel him up. I really want to just love on him. You know what I mean? Like the whole time, be like, yo, he's dope. This is my guy. But I feel like every time I do that, it backfires. So I'm like, I gotta hate on him. Like, nah, Jalen, you can't do it. I gotta Joe Jackson him. You know, I gotta Joe Jackson my quarterback, and then he performs. Yo, that's what's wild. He'll actually perform once I do that. You know what I mean?
I feel that. It's those what are those things that we were saying, like those weird things you don't want to jinx the team or whatever?
Superstitions.
Superstitions. Yeah, I feel that. Well, hey, hopefully we'll see y'all in the championship, man. I've been hearing a lot of positive word about my team, and if you're feeling good about your team, I'll see you in the championship, bro.
No, I don't think the Niners are making the playoffs.
Oh, here we go. See, I'm trying to show love, but you gonna disrespect me like that?
I don't want you to get your heart broken.
You just mad because we took your heart, bro. Like,
hey, listen.
What's up?
I think y'all will be all right if y'all can figure out the quarterback position.
Hey, I'm not worried about it. I'm not worried about it at all. We made do all the way to our fourth string, bro. Like, come on now. We let Garoppolo go with what? We got nothing but good problems at quarterback.
You don't even care. Y'all gonna do it.
Exactly. So I ain't sweating it. All right, brother.
Let's get
into these picks for the week.
Let's pick it up.
All right, brother. First up, I have a family type project, man. Something you could watch with your family, bro. Were you a fan of Doogie Howser back in the day?
Yeah, I love me some Neil Patrick Harris, Doogie.
Okay, well, man, last year, Doogie Kameāloha premiered on Disney Plus. I had the opportunity to speak with the cast for the Nerds of Color, in conjunction with the NRW. Great bunch of folks. Watched the whole season as well back then. And it's a great show, man. I think it has a lot of that Doogie Howser that we love, but in a whole nother vein. And they have a stamp of their own on it, man. It was great. And now they are premiering season 2 this week. I got to watch a bunch of episodes of season 2 and speak with the cast again. So stay tuned to the NRW for those interviews. But I'm making it my first pick out the gate, man. I think it's a great family film series that you can binge. It's only like 30 minutes an episode. So an easy binge if you didn't see the first season. Go ahead and check it out again. Get ready for season 2, man. It's a great new show, man. I think it's great for the whole family.
Okay.
Right, let's check out the trailer for season 2. Here we go.
Let me guess. Daydreaming about Walter. Only 2 more weeks and he's back from his Australian surf tour. A perfectly bronzed boomerang returning to me. How's long distance going? Better than ever.
Are you talking about a long distance relationship? There's the same chances as that overweight smoker whose arteries I just replaced. 0.
Doctor, can I ask you a question?
Yes, of course.
What do you see in Walter?
I don't think that's your concern.
How are you doing?
I just feel so confused. I'm used to making hard decisions as a doctor. But as a teenager, you weren't supposed to be back until next week.
I wanted to surprise you.
It's not so simple. G'day, mates.
Hope you don't mind. I invited my buddy Blake. Come on.
So this Nico guy, isn't he like a bad boy? And isn't he like your patient?
Why don't I take you to my favorite spot in the hospital?
I'm so sorry. I'm supposed to be with Walter right now.
I think you're right where you're supposed to be.
Oh my God, this is so hot.
You're gonna be awesome.
It felt so good to feel like normal teenagers. But you're not a normal teenager.
The universe trusts you to take care of other people.
It all comes down to what you want.
You make walking down a beach feel like I'm riding the biggest wave in the world.
I have never felt this way about anyone.
What do I want?
There you go, Glenn. Disney Plus this week. Good family programming, man. Great little message in every episode. Little love triangle occurring this year. So it's fun times. I ain't gonna lie. And I'm not a teeny bopper cat, right? But I do have a teenage daughter. This is something you could watch with your teenage daughter, man, and feel comfortable. Great. Again, like I said, family messaging everyone, different things, reminds me like 80s vibe, if you will, which is, again, that's when we got Doogie Howser and now updated, new-ish. Good times. What do you think?
No,
It's not for you.
No. Here. I feel like this show definitely fails the Bechdel test.
What is that?
That's where
for you?
The Bechdel test is a measure of representation of women on film, and basically the test is like, do you have two female characters talking in the film, and the subject of their discussion is not like a male character? And I feel like this will definitely fail it. The entire trailer was about her and the love triangle, and do I really like this boy? And you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. If here's the thing, Doogie Howser wasn't about all that. Doogie Howser was about a young person becoming a doctor and navigating being very young and medical procedures. You know what I mean? Like, it was like a medical procedural. It wasn't like a love drama. So I'm a little lost on that.
I see your point to that. That trailer did kind of say that, but I think that's also for the audience that they're going for. They're going for that young audience.
Gotcha. Yeah.
I will say it does what you'd expect and what you know from the original Doogie, because I enjoy it as an adult, but they're trying to get that younger generation audience. Yeah. And that's a trailer that sells itself to that effect. So I agree. I don't disagree with your point.
Yeah.
But I think that it's only because they're trying to reach that teenage young audience.
Yeah, I gotta see the other trailer. I gotta see the trailer where she's
going
through
watch the
medical
show.
Journals,
because obviously they're trying to do a different direction with trailers, but if you watch the show, they give you all of that.
Okay, yeah, just the trailer is very much like any other CW show.
I feel that
it just did like there is a reason why you're watching Doogie Howser. It's like young person navigating the medical field. This looks like I'm just watching somebody's like love life, and then they're sprinkled in like some they work at a hospital on, like, she could be a nurse, you know, like there's no, like, that's what it seemed like from the trailer. So based on this trailer, I'm a nah, but
no worries. I know so I can say in regards to that you know, because I don't disagree with you. I can see your framework in regards to what you presented, but knowing the other end of it, having watched the show, watched the series, you get a lot more.
Yeah, you got to send me another trailer. That's what it is. You got to give me another trailer of Doogie.
All right, well, let me throw another trailer that I think you might like, man. Coming to Apple TV Plus everywhere now. It premiered last week in select Alamo theaters on March 24th, but now it's getting out to the people so they can connect those blocks. Are you ready to check out Tetris on Apple TV, bro?
Oh yeah, let's do it.
All right, here we go.
Tetris.
Tetris.
Tetris. Tetris.
Tetris.
It's the perfect game. It was the most beautiful thing I'd ever seen. I played for 5 minutes. I still see falling blocks in my dreams. It's poetry, art, and math all working in magical synchronicity. It's the perfect game. Tetris?
Tetris.
Tetris. Tetris.
Tetris. I don't get it.
It's a combination of tetra, Greek for four, and tennis.
Tennis?
The Russian inventor, he likes tennis.
This game isn't just addictive, it stays with you. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
Hank, only 10 other people in the world have seen what you're about to see. It's a Game Boy.
Package it with Tetris.
Can you get us the rights?
The Soviet Union had worldwide rights. Nothing gets out easily.
I'm gonna go to Moscow.
You're walking into a country that still considers America enemy numero uno.
Okie dokie.
You sure you don't have to talk to your wife about this first?
Pioneers have to bet the house to win.
But not literally.
Listen. Have you ever heard our apartment this quiet before?
This is the inventor of Tetris.
Your game is brilliant. I'm gonna make you a millionaire.
Mr. Hodges, have you ever negotiated with the Soviets?
We're here for Tetris.
Вы все здесь только ради денег.
What do you say? I don't speak Russian.
The most powerful man in Communist Party is watching you and your family.
Do you know where your husband is?
What the hell is going on?
The world is changing, and Soviet Union will not be left behind.
You want to play with the big boys?
This is how the world works.
Where is my money?
This is insane.
We can't protect you.
Sometimes you gotta forget the rules.
Go, 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 go!
This is criminal.
The Soviet Union is about to implode.
They're lying. Everybody's lying.
The cavalry is coming.
We don't have time.
I have a plan.
Oh, come on. You guys are the kings of cliffhangers.
Not too bad.
Not too bad. I love it.
All right, Glenn. You actually had the opportunity to come see this with us, but unfortunately you couldn't make it. What do you think of it? Are you excited to see it?
It looks fun, man. I'm very happy. Apple TV they're putting on those low key bangers, man. I don't know where I was before, but my mom was a huge Tetris fan. I love Tetris. She got me into it. I remember one time playing Tetris and I was on like, I don't know, level like 70 something. I was like, I'm about to get to 100. I was killing it. I had all the rows like done, and then my little cousin came up and like turned it off on the top on that Game Boy. So, you know, once you turn it off, you lose all progress. So yeah. I was heated. That really crushed me because it was like one of the highest times. I got like to like 70 or 80 or something. Like it was a crazy high.
How many hours do you think you logged?
A good, I don't know, a good over 100 easily.
Like, yeah. Well, continuous or you stop?
Oh, no, not continuous. But like,
what do you think is the longest continuous session you've done?
Probably a good like 2 to 3 hours.
I can see that. I can see.
Yeah,
that. You can get lost into it.
Yeah, man. You know, I mean, and I feel like Twitter's almost like kind of Tetris now. Like you just how you're scrolling, you know, it's kind of like the same thing.
Yeah,
like you're constantly like scrolling things.
I think TikTok
like,
for my wife and daughter, man. Like they get lost in the TikTok ish.
Yeah, dude, all of that. But yeah, it looks good. What's his name? Egon. How do you say his name?
Taron Egerton.
Taron Egerton. Solid, man. Someone's got to get him and Tom Holland in a movie together. You know, the young heartthrobs.
I could see them as like a brother duo or something like that. I can see that.
So I'm down to hear all the Russian accents. It'll be a real interesting insight into that era. So I'm with it. I'm gonna check it out.
All right. So yeah, I wish you could have joined us. But Heather and I did check it out. Check out our full review on the channel. I'll also be talking about it on WTOP-FM Radio. Yeah. I'm not going to spoil anything, but it was unexpected for me. It was a lot more than I thought it would be, and had a great time with it. So check out, you know, our thoughts on WTOP and our full review on the channel. And another pick, well, my top pick for this week is another project that surprised me. And it's also based on a game. Glenn, you ready to see my top pick?
Yeah, let's get it. What is it? What is
top pick based on a game as well? Dungeons and Dragons: Honor Among Thieves. Let's check this out.
What is that?
Run!
It's a dead end! Simon! Up there!
Portal us out of here!
We're facing the greatest evil the world has ever known.
She's executing our people.
This is unlike anything we've ever seen.
What's trying to kill us this time?
Pretty much everything.
Now!
Magic is on a whole other level.
We're outmatched. How are we gonna defeat them?
I know what to do. I can ask corpses 5 questions and then they go back to being dead.
Perlumon tergatis.
Maybe I'm not saying it right.
Yuck.
Wonderful. Were you killed in battle?
Yes.
Great. 4 more questions, right?
Yes.
No. That wasn't for you. Did that count as a question?
Yes.
Damn it. Only answer when I talk to you.
Okay.
Why did you say okay at the end of that?
I didn't.
Fantastic. Where's the shovel?
All right, there you go, Glenn. I was so ready for this to be terrible because, as you know, there's been a lot of different adaptations of D&D here and there, and I was ready for it to be terrible, but I was pleasantly surprised. This is like Ocean's 11 meets fantasy, if you will. It's a good popcorn. It's not the greatest film we'll ever see, but it's a good, fun film to watch with an audience and with family and friends, dude. I was very pleasantly surprised.
So you're saying I should go check it out?
Had a fun time with it, dude. Yeah, I actually think I might take the family with me. Shoot, I may join you, bro. If you want to invite me, you and I can have some pop.
I got it. You know what? I got to see what the wife is doing. I know we're earmarked for Super Mario coming up. But this is something that I did want to see because it's out now, right? It's
out this Friday. Check it out. Also, again, Heather and I checked it out, and our full review of D&D Honor Among Thieves is on the channel as well. So yeah, pleasantly surprised, good times, man. So you're interested, obviously? Check it out.
100%. 100%. I'm a big D&D nerd, man. I used to play it back when I was young. Always like a magic spellcaster. That was my thing. I loved it, got into Warcraft because of it. I'm all about that. I love the fantasy stuff. I love thinking that I'm back in the medieval times, and like if I would have been a spellcaster or a paladin, as you see there. Nowadays I probably would be a tank because I'm just, like chubby and could take a lot of
well, I can't wait for you to check it out because I'm very curious. One of the things I brought up with Heather, because I was never really a D&D nerd. I played it like once back in the day. Recently played it like a year ago for the ShoPowSho. But yeah, never was a big D&D guy. And I felt while I was watching it, without spoiling anything, is this kind of like, because I have an awareness of it, but I felt like there's got to be some inside stuff in there, and I felt like there's a lot of inside stuff. So I'm curious with you as a fan, what you think, if you're gonna get down with it, and if you'll appreciate it. I'd love to hear your thoughts once you.
Heather liked it as well.
She enjoyed it. I don't think she was in love with it, but she had a fun time.
I'm gonna go check it out. See if I fall in love. You know me, I'm known to fall in love.
Oh! All right, Glenn. Well, what do you think? I got Doogie Kameāloha, I got Tetris, and I got D&D Honor Among Thieves. What do I get? Up, down, left, right? Where am I?
I'm gonna give you one up and one down. I don't want to give you fully down because it was pretty solid. With the Tetris,
Doogie threw you off.
The Doogie threw me off, and I don't even think it's the show. I just think it was that trail. The framing of that trailer was not the one you market to me. You know what I mean? Like that wasn't the one to reel me in. Like if they have another trailer, I'll check that out, and then I'll revise my but I'm gonna give you one to the side.
All right, I'll take it, man.
There you go.
All right, so if people want to convince you to check out Doogie Kameāloha, I did my best with the trailer. How can they reach out to you and talk all things Doogie Kameāloha, Tetris, D&D Honor Among Thieves? Oh, and another thing, when we said in our review, I meant to also bring this up to you. One of the things we discussed, Heather and I, is maybe doing a live campaign on the YouTube.
Yeah,
with the NRW crew.
If we
kind of like what we did with ShoPowSho. We actually did a live thing with ShoPowSho for the Patreon. Well, we recorded it and posted it up for our Patreon. But maybe doing a live thing, which we haven't done yet as well on the channel. We haven't done like a live streaming event that maybe you and I, because you know a lot of the technical shit. Maybe we can talk about that and maybe just kind of add more elements to the NRW, man. But would you be down to do like a D&D campaign?
Yeah, I'd like it. They're long campaigns. I want to know.
You want to be the dungeon master?
Yeah, who's going to be? I'm definitely not going to be the dungeon master. That takes a lot. I try to do it myself.
So we'll throw it at Heather. Maybe she can be the D&D.
It's a lot if that's not your forte. If you're just jumping into it for the first time.
I don't know shit, so I'll just be playing.
I definitely would love to, hang out with y'all and go through a campaign, trying to get some loot, try to get some booty, try to get some loot.
Let's do it. All right, Glenn. Well, if people want to reach out to you, tell you to all about Doogie, talk D&D, talk Tetris, how can they reach out to you?
Check me out on levelupcomedy.com. Glenn Levels Up on Twitter, Glenn Lawrence Comedy on Facebook, as well as IG. And come out to Story District Miracle Theater April 11th. I'll be telling a nice little story that I think you'll laugh and maybe get a deeper meaning to.
There we go. Please do, because I can't be there. I feel very bad, but I'm trying to just do shit for this channel. So please be there in my absence. Give Glenn all the love. Hopefully he'll record it so I can watch it later on. Maybe go record it for me. I'd appreciate that. Show my brother some love. And on that side note, bitch at me for not being there by hitting me up at The Legend Kuya P on Twitter, TikTok, IG, Hive. And of course, here with Glenn, Heather, the whole squad at the NRW and at New Release Wednesday, where nerds rule the world. Those are our picks for this week. Let us know if you're checking it out. I want to know. I want to talk all the things and maybe help us hook up that D&D campaign later on.